Yes, ma'am.
Um, Hi, I'm Eden Adams. I'm 13 and I go to Greenwood Junior High. Um, as young people, we're known as Generation IY for being afloat with no real aim, arrogant with no real confidence, and entitled. We want to earn back our reputation and prove our critics wrong. Help us do that. How can we impact politics and make a difference that matters without waiting until we're old enough to vote?
Well, let me just say, you're none of those things you just said. I want to compliment your generation. I have a daughter that is just a little bit older than you are, and your generation is understanding of people's differences, and you are more inclusive than my generation ever was. So I think y'all are doing great. Now, if you want to do even greater, access information is what I would tell you if you were my child. You can believe what you want, but you have to be able to explain to me why you believe it. So for my daughter, who briefly flirted with Bernie fever, it's a parenting mistake on my behalf. But what I told her was, you can believe whatever you want. You just have to be able to tell me why. So when you hear the words free, just understand that that's not the right word. It may be free to you. It is not free. So educate yourself. Understand that there are 3 or 4 different positions on almost every seminal issue of the day. And don't ever stop asking the question, why? Your generation, to me, does a better job than my generation. I truly mean that. I'm in schools all the time, and I think young people today are more understanding and accepting of one another than my generation was. So y'all are to be commended for that. I would just encourage you to not believe everything that you read on your phones. I know not to say papers, because y'all don't know what a newspaper is. Your phones. Ask why. Ask, how do you know that? And just understand that people who disagree with you, we got to find a way to stop the demagoguery. The fact that somebody disagrees with me does not mean they're un-American. It doesn't mean that they don't care about this, that, or the other. Sometimes people just disagree. And that's okay. Go find something you agree on. Be educated. Understand there's more than one position on almost every issue. Don't ever stop asking the question, why? And how do you know that? Who says that's true? And just to understand the word free usually just means you ain't paying for it.